So can you tell which school I went to yet? Hi, my name is Ethan, and like many of the other millions of university students across the United States crying about why our government is what it is, a lot of us are missing what it was like back in college where we could walk on campus and not worry about dying or the fact that a frat party could kill us all. Fuck. A lot of people have been missing their colleges, understandably so. I for one really miss Cal, and so do thousands of other students who are locked back in quarantine. But speaking of this quarantine, it appears that it's making everyone a lot more horny than usual. And when you mix this intense level of horniness with the nostalgic feeling of what college used to be, you get fucking this. What the fuck is this? And it's simple. It's our school, Cal, as a person, who could be fucked by another person, which happens to just be another school, Stanford, our rivals. How I see it, it seems to be just like an internalization of the fact that all of us at Cal couldn't get into Stanford, and now we're just horny for anything that we can't have. Is that depressing? So for those not familiar with the concept of college meme pages, essentially just a place where people can post memes specific to the school, and there used to be some really good ones. I think Cal had one of the best. I'll die on that hill, honestly. I mean, it was until all the people who actually made good memes decided to go and leave the meme page for subtle Asian traits when that became a thing. And it has been pretty dead ever since. That was until recently. I don't really know how it started, but after that first Stanford Berkeley fan art, it felt like all of a sudden all these people who grew up drawing and posting stuff on Tumblr and DeviantArt during their childhoods decided to all collectively come out of the woodwork and start posting more and more and more and more of this shit. Which, I mean, like, power to them. And you know what? After 2 weeks of constantly looking at erotic fan art of my college, I decided, fuck it. If you can't beat them, or understand them, join them. So today I'm going to be going through a compilation that my friend made specifically just for me, comprised entirely of Cal erotic fan art. And I'll be going through as many of these memes as I can using my patented erotic fan art system. So what exactly is this rating system comprised of, you may be asking? Well, based off the sleep-deprived version of me that made these rules last night, it can be divided into 4 categories. Category number 1, art style. Essentially, when I look at this image, do I fuck with it? How do I feel inside when my innocent eyes lay upon this erotic fan art? Only time will tell. Category number 2, is it gay? Very important question for any kind of erotic fan art, and I'll be giving it a score between 0 and 10, even though it's essentially a binary question. Fuck you, this is my rating system. Category number 3, creativity. During this category, I want to evaluate the level of originality, or just how far the creator or artist goes in terms of incorporating any references or just any artistic or comedic liberties in this image during this entire anthropomorphizing process of UC Berkeley. God, that was a fucking weird sentence to say. And 4th and most important one, does this personally make me horny? I hope that's self-explanatory. With these 4 categories in mind, let's just jump right into the list. And I just want to take this time to remind everybody that these ratings don't mean shit, and it's just my initial feelings and whatever I can pull out of my ass when I look at this image. Alright, starting off, let's look at meme number 1. I hate it. I'm kidding. So looking at this image, I gotta say, it doesn't offend me in any way, so that's a plus. I really love the cute bear ears that they have for the person that's embodying Cal, because, you know, go Bears. I also want to point out, this person can draw eyes really good, and that's definitely a bump in the art style. I think looking at it, completely inoffensive, but nothing super extraordinary. So, my ranking for this first meme, I gotta say art style, because just from the eyes and the little cute bear ears alone, I'll give it a 5. I don't know out of what, but a 5 sounds good. For second one, is it gay? No. 0. Sorry. And for creativity, just the incorporation of the correct logo usage, but the fact that it's just kind of some typical anime bullshit, I will give it a 2. 2 in creativity. And finally, does it make me horny? Probably. Alright, next meme. Now this is erotic. Alright, so initial impressions. I gotta say, I love the fucking grid paper background in the back. Because the first thing I look for in my erotic fan art about my fucking college is if it reminds me about my math classes I took and almost failed. So from some quick rankings, for one, I gotta say art style, not too bad at all. They draw hands very good, and I'm a fucking sucker for hands. But in terms of mouth and nose, if you look at the one with Cal, his kind of fucking face is a little off. Like it's like blending into the guy's chin. So I'm gonna have to deduct some points for that. So for art style, I'm gonna give it a 3. I don't know what it is out of yet, but it's just lower than the first one. Also, in terms of creativity, I gotta say that anything that reminds me of fucking Math 54, I'm gonna have to deduct some points for that too. So for creativity, I'm gonna give it a 2. Is it gay? Yes. Solid 10. Good job. And finally, does it make me horny? Weird mouth aside, probably. Alright, next meme. Okay, so finally I think we got into some of the fan art that is self-referential. Couple initial things. One, I like the fact that they use a actual photo of campus and they just blur it out. I think that's pretty creative. And it just looks really clean. Speaking of clean, I like the lines. And I just want to point this out now, and I think it was on some of the previous memes I looked at, but anytime that they have the colleges with colored hair, I fuck with that, alright? That's some points in creativity. Fucking, I'll give you 2 points. Is this a point system? I don't know. Anytime that they use colored hair to represent the universities, especially Cal, because it seems more common with Stanford having red hair and Cal having blue hair. The fact that their eyes are also the school colors, I fuck with that too. Would I have preferred that maybe they're like the secondary colors? Possibly, but you know what, I'm still gonna give you points for that. Yeah, not really much else to say. I love self-referential memes. In terms of my rankings, you gotta say for art style, I'll give it a 5. 5 is a pretty good number for this. I don't know, it just looks really clean. I enjoy looking at it. It doesn't offend me. Is it gay? Considering that it says gay anime boys at the top, I'm gonna give it a yes, and a yes equals a 10. Is it creative? Not necessarily. Again, I like the coloring of the hair and the eyes, but then the guns kind of throw me off, specifically because guns are illegal to have in Berkeley, if I remember correctly. I don't even think you're allowed to have like a taser. So that pulls me out of the immersion of this meme. So I don't know where I'm gonna dock that, so I'm gonna dock it in creativity. So you know what? You get a 3. And finally, does it make me horny? Honestly, guns kind of scare me. If you're gonna bring guns in the bedroom, I don't necessarily know if that's gonna really turn me on. So I will have to say probably still, yeah. Probably. Next meme. I don't know how I feel about this one, to be honest. The eyebrows are fucking thick as hell. Man. Oh man. Oh, he's not wearing pants. Okay, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna give it some rankings. 1, art style. Eyebrows alone, 5. Is it gay? 100%. I'm just gonna give this one 100. I know I said it's out of a 10, but this one is getting 100. Am I allowed to show this on YouTube? Creativity. Okay, I don't know if that's necessarily creative. Oh, actually, I'm seeing a couple little bears in there. They're using the university colors for their hair again. Good job, points for that. Actually, I'm feeling a lot more confident about this. Fuck it, I will give it a 5. 5 sounds like a good number. I don't even know how relative this is to all the other ones because this one kind of just wiped my brain. Does it make me horny? Probably. All right, moving on. All right, so we're gonna go into the next one. She is kinky. I don't know how I feel about this one. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm afraid that like one of my family members is gonna walk through that door and they're just gonna see this on my screen. And I don't really know how to explain it to them. There's a cute little bear. Go Bears. Fuck man, I'm just gonna give some ratings, alright? I feel like these, like getting hit with the last one and now this one in quick succession, it kind of makes my brain fucking big dumb. So let's see. Art style. I like the watercolor vibes here. 5. Sure. I'm giving it a 5. Is it gay? I can't tell because the artist chose to have us, the viewer, be Stanford. We are viewing this through Stanford's point of view. I don't know if Stanford in this, or Stanny, is a girl or a guy. I guess it actually depends on the reader, right? If a girl is reading this, is it gay? Yes, 10. But if it's like me reading this, is it gay? Not really. So from between 0 and 10, I'm gonna give it a 5. Hey, this ranking actually makes sense for once. Third, creativity. Not really creative. Sorry. Couple things, I guess a checklist. One, you got blue hair and blue eyes and the yellow shorts. Let's call them shorts. So you got all the colors. Got a nice bear to accentuate the rope. You get a 4. So if this was the AP Chem test, you would be able to skip chemistry at UC Berkeley. Congratulations. And does this make me horny? Probably. Alright, moving on. Okay, so first impressions, I am really appreciating the diversity of narratives here, alright? For the bottom Stanford agenda. It's just nice to not be the submissive one in the relationship for once. Because, you know, after all, even though Stanford did kick our ass for 6 years straight at the fucking big game, we won one, so, you know, it really, you know, go Bears, right? So, go Bears. Have some pride too, you know, there has to be some balance in the relationship here. Couple things I note. Another thing I mentioned the hair already, but I do also appreciate that for some reason a lot of people have chose to personify Cal as a person of ethnic background. I feel that it fits, and I just appreciate that we have some ethnic representation out there, yeah? Couple other things as well. I like the fact that Stanford has a fucking AirPod in there because they are definitely wealthier on average than we are. So, good points all around, I have to say. For artistic style, you know, you're going full in on the anime thing, I'm gonna give you a 7. Solid. In terms of is it gay? Yes, 10. In terms of creativity, I gotta say 1, the inclusion of the AirPods. 2, I didn't mention this earlier, but the artist did manage to include like the actual seal of Cal, which I'm not really good with digital art, so I don't know how hard it is to put in, but that's pretty cool. I'm gonna give you some points for that in terms of the fact that it is diversifying the perspective in terms of Cal in the relationship. Extra points for you. As I said before, I always appreciate the personifications of our schools, having the color of our school. I think that's great. And also the fact that Cal has yellow eyes to accentuate his blue hair. Fuck yeah, you know what? Creativity, I'm gonna give you a 10. And actually, this also bumps up the art style as well. What did I give you before? I'm just gonna add 1 to it. Great. And does this make me horny? Probably. Moving on. Okay, we're in the home stretch now. I think I'm gonna just look at a couple more. So my next one here is actually something my friend made. Yes, if you remember Emily, the person who has designed the YouTube channel, also made this fucking meme, and I love it because it's actually a proper use of the meme format. This is not biased at all. I actually genuinely loved it. 10s across the board. Easy. Actually, no, I can't say that. Okay, let me go back. I'm a little too excited. Alright, so in terms of rankings, I have to say 1 in terms of art style. There's not really any art style to be here. It's a good idea, but there's no real art. So I'm unfortunately, Emily, going to have to give you a 0. Even though I know you're very capable at making good art and designs. In terms of is it gay? No, it's not. Sure, you may have started off as gay, but then you ended with one of the straightest High School Musical relationships ever. So I will have to pass on that one. Sorry. But in terms of creativity, that's where all the points are here. I fucking love it. So I actually saw this meme before, so it's not really me reacting to it. It's definitely more of a rating. And I actually verbally laughed out loud. It's pretty fucking amazing. It's just a perfect reference. The fact that like no one has thought of it, and then she posted this like maybe a week into the whole like CalxStanford fan art thing. Beautiful, solid. I'm definitely rambling, but it's a fat 20. I don't know, that's the highest. I don't even know how high this thing goes, but it's a 20. And in terms of does this make me horny, have you seen Bet on It with Zac Efron? So probably. Next one. Fuck no. This is just furry shit. Oh, we finally reached it, didn't we? I don't know how to rank these right now. I think I have to process this because I wasn't ready for this one yet. I'm gonna put my rankings here, just like in post, as I process all of this. But I can tell you I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of furry stuff. I'm sorry. Am I gonna end it there? Yeah, I'm going to. Fuck it, I'm done. That's a lot to process in a day. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. This was a lot mentally. This is also the first time I've really been doing something like this. So if you really like it, please leave a comment. You know, do you want me to do more of this stuff? Are there other things you want me to rank or react to? And with this ranking system or a new one I can make up. One thing that I completely missed though were short stories. A lot of people wrote fanfics. So if you want me to do like a dramatic reading of them or something, please leave a comment down below and let me know if that's something you want to see, because I would be down to do that. Or if you want me to react to more of these memes, if it's still like relevant by the time I post, totally down for that too. Otherwise, thank you for watching all the way to this part of the video. I really appreciate it. If you want to hit this video with a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to find more content from me, that would mean a lot. And if you want to check out some of the other videos I've done, I'll put them at the end of this video. And yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time, and this has been fun. I'll see you next time. Bye. 2AC Dude out. Should I keep that outro? Oh well. See ya. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I fucking